1 of 2 so far.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Sacramento also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Freak. Pass to Thompson. No luck. Good D by Jones.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. But the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by James.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Outside Rondo. Jones sets the pick for Rondo. He lobs it up, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bellinelli. They get it back. Leonard battles through traffic and lays it in. Leonard's got his first basket of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Rajon Rondo. He's around 10 points per game, 7 assists.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Biyombo's checked in. Mike Scott's checked in for the Kings. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Ball stolen, and they're moving it up. Here's Bellinelli.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Livingston passes to Freak. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From 13 feet, it goes down. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Rondo kicks to Bellinelli. Thompson with the rebound.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And he gets it to go.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Poked away. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Rondo. Cranes the 19-footer. Here is Livingston. With 1 on the clock. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm. And again, just another part of the maturation. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. James checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Koufos. Jones comes in for Mike Scott. Rudy Gay's checked in for Caspi. And it's Bellinelli in for Rajon Rondo. On the floor for Sacramento, Cauley-Stein is out there with Jones. Then there's Rudy Gay. And there's Collison. And it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He had 18 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Launches a three. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The drive by Collison, and that one's good. Collison's got the game tied up here for Sacramento. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. And that one's good. Freak.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Irving against Collison. He dishes it to Jones. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
Gay outside. The feed to Collison. From deep. And that one's good. Collison's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it's...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Freaks checked in for Smith. And it's Livingston in for Kyrie Irving. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Koufos checked in for Cauley-Stein. Leonard comes in for Jones. Caspi, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bellinelli. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Livingston is out there with Freak, and it's Biyombo at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The drive by Collison unloads from 13. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket for Rajon Rondo. Livingston dishes to Freak. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Scotty's checked in for Kosta Koufos.
Kings substitution. Mike Scott.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Collison. They set the pick. No one near James as he lets it go. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Caspi kicks to Scott. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Looking at the numbers for LeBron James, unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging around 26 points per, 8 assists, and just over 2 steals. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Scott hits them both. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. Dishes to Freak. And the pass to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. They set the screen. There's Freak. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The 3 from LeBron. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Kings trail by 3. Outside Rondo. 54 seconds left in the third. Can't connect from short range. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And that one's good. Freak.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Collison with it. 7 points in the game. The shot no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Freak with it. Picked up by Collison. Here's Freak. No good on the 3. King shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Collison kicks to Rondo. Pass to Scott. 1 second left. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the game still closely contested as we end the third. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Freak's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 3 on the court for Sacramento. They've got Myers Leonard, Mike Scott out there with Coach Kukoc. Then there's Caspi, and it's Collison at the 1.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Clutch shooting, determination, and plenty of skill, too.
On the wing, Scott. Outside Collison. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Leonard. Jones comes in for Koufos. Rudy Gay's checked in for Mike Scott. And it's Bellinelli in for Casper.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
It's Gay with the drive. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Irving. The dish to Freak. Back to Irving. He kicks it to James. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
And he wins it at the buzzer.
Wow, what a finish. What a remarkable way to close it out. Game time!
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep.